China is making specific pledges to assist developing countries in implementing their post-2015 development agenda.
China will establish an assistance fund for South-South cooperation with an initial pledge of $2 billion in support of the developing countries' implementation of the post-2015 development agenda. China will continue to increase investment in the least developed countries, aiming to increase its total to $12 billion by 2030. China will exempt the debt of the outstanding intergovernmental interest-free loans due by the end of 2015 owed by the relevant least developed countries, landlocked developing countries, and small island developing countries. China will establish an international development knowledge center to facilitate studies and exchanges by countries on practices on development suited to their respective national conditions.
During the Sustainable Development Summit, Xi stressed the importance of peace and development and an open economy. He also offered a 4-point proposal on development, including building development capabilities, improving the environment for development, upgrading partnership development, and strengthening coordination in development.
Looking around the world, peace and development remain the two major themes of the times. To solve various global challenges, including the recent refugee crisis in Europe, the fundamental solutions lie in seeking peace and realizing development. Faced with the various challenges and difficulties, we must hold on to the key of development. Only development can eliminate the causes of conflicts.
After the summit, President Xi Jinping met with UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon on the sidelines of the 70th session of the UN General Assembly. Xi called for global efforts to defend the authority and role of the United Nations. He expected the UN to play a leading role in addressing global issues, adding the world body is the most ideal platform for international anti-terrorism cooperation. For his part, Ban said China is an important member of the international community as well as an indispensable partner for the UN agenda. President Xi also co-hosted a South-South Cooperation Roundtable, where he further explained China's support for developing countries.
China will provide support for other developing countries through initiating 100 projects in 6 sectors in the coming 5 years. There's 100 poverty reduction projects, 100 agricultural projects, 100 aids for trade products, 100 projects on ecological preservation and climate change, 100 new hospitals and clinics, and 100 schools and vocational training centers.
He added that China will also set up a South-South Cooperation and Development Academy and offer $2 million in cash assistance to the World Health Organization. UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon thanked President Xi for China's support.
I'm deeply grateful for your very generous support and strong commitment. This is a far-reaching vision for your commitment. All this support will go a long way to address the needs of the poor and most vulnerable and contribute political momentum for the success of the climate negotiations in Paris in December.
Xi arrived in New York for a series of meetings marking the 70th anniversary of the founding of the United Nations. He is expected to address the General Assembly on Monday. Siyue, CCTV.